Welcome back, y'all. So you're wondering, hey, what should I plan on a backpacking trip food-wise? What's gonna be the lightest? What's gonna be maybe the most convenient? What's gonna taste semi-good? And what is going to actually sustain me on the trip? And today, I've got a recipe that checks all those boxes. And unless you hate one of these ingredients, I think this thing will work really well for you because it really does have that entire scope of nutrition, efficiency, and just everything you would want in a backpacking meal setup. So let's get into it. Okay, so for each ingredient, I'm going to talk through the efficiency and the cost. Starting with ingredient number 1, peanut butter. Now, if you hate peanut butter, you know, this might end quickly for you. However, there's a lot of different substitutes out there that you can use. And I get this jar of 1 pound 12 ounce peanut butter from my local Sprouts for about $3.99. So it's really, really cheap. And this little tub right here has 4,800 calories. So this is what really makes my recipe taste good because I love peanut butter and it's got a lot of healthy fats, a good amount of protein, and you know, a little bit of fiber actually too. So from a nutritional standpoint, it's pretty decent for the trail and pretty effective when you're talking about caloric density and taste. Next, we have Quick Oats. I got this bag of Quick Oats from my local Sprouts as well. It was about $5.99, and this is great. This has iron, potassium, it's got fiber, it's got protein, and it's pretty heavy in the calories. So this bag right here is gonna have roughly about 3,700 calories for you, and this is gonna be the base of our recipe. This is what we're gonna pour in, and it's gonna absorb the water, the peanut butter, and the other ingredients that we're about to go through. Next, you've got sweetened banana chips. Now, this, you might be looking at me like this is a strange one, but it actually really meshes well with the peanut butter and the oats. It gives it like a crunchy, nice flavor. And these things are really calorically dense. I think I've got about 8 ounces here, and it's almost 2,000 calories. So these banana chips have coconut oil, and they've got good sources of fat. They've got a little bit of sugar and sodium, so that'll give you that nice pick you up on the trail when you're feeling like you might be bonking or you're fading out. This is a good thing to add in there to give you just a little bit more energy in a different way. And then next we have dried cranberries. Now, you can do anything with this. Sky's the limit. You could have dried apple, you could have dried pineapple, any sort of dried fruit, but I think it's really nice because it has like this sweet flavor and just more texture because cold soaking oats and couscous can get really old. So it does help, you know, sweeten that up and make it a little bit more tasty. Now, this isn't super calorically dense, but for this pack of about 6 ounces, I think it holds about 800 calories. Now, the banana chips and the cranberries together, I think were only about $6. So relatively cheap. This entire setup here, we're talking less than $12, and there's 11,200 calories here. So this would get me by for 5 days on the trail. Now, you don't have to eat this boring, but from an efficiency standpoint and the way it tastes, it's a really good recipe. And how I actually make the recipe is I have this cold soaking jar. So all I have to do is I have a marker on here for half a cup. I fill it up with oats, I fill it up with water, and it doesn't take a lot of water too. So if you're dry camping and you need to clean this thing out, it really doesn't use that much of your water. So I know a lot of people are afraid to dry camp because they've got to boil water and they got to cook and do all these things. Well, now with just a tiny bit of water, you've got dinner for the night and breakfast. You don't really have to worry about it. You could even add a coffee packet to this, which I need to try, but I just thought of the other day. So I basically just fill it up with the ingredients, a little bit of oats, 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, add some banana chips, add some cranberries, stir it up, let it sit. You can hike for another 20 minutes, but that's all it takes with these Quick Oats. About 20 minutes and you've got a cold soaked meal ready to eat at camp, super easy, and you can just crash out. Now, with each meal, I get about 600 to 700 calories based on how I prepare it, but I do try and keep it very formulated in the sense, because if I do need to be on trail for 5 days and this is all the food I have, I can't mistakenly eat too much one day. I can always eat too little, but I'll probably feel it in my energy. So I want to have that just steady amount, and that's why I always do, half a cup of oats and a certain amount of peanut butter and etc. Because I just make sure it lasts me throughout how long I'm going to be on trail. So with all that being said, you really don't have much more options for something that's this lightweight, because this entire setup is going to be about 4 pounds 12 ounces, and that's 5 days of food on the trail. I've been on trail with other forms of food like beef jerky, complete cookies, green belly bars, all those things, and it's great because you do get to switch it up and have variety in your food. But sometimes that food pack will be 10 pounds, 11 pounds, and I mean, we're talking 5 pounds to your pack. That's pretty substantial. Granted, it does tend to fade over time as you're eating more on trail and lightening up that load, but you can always keep this on you in your setup as a base meal for nutrition and for efficiency. And then you can add stuff to it in a supplemental factor like a protein bar, or maybe tortillas and hot Cheetos, or whatever else you like to eat on trail. But from a nutritional standpoint and from an efficiency standpoint, I really think that this is one of the best recipes out there. I'd love to have you guys drop something in the comments below if you disagree, because I'm always open to improving my setup and my efficiency on trail. And I know this isn't the greatest, but this is the greatest that I've run into taste-wise. So nothing's really changed as far as my plans on trail. I'm still doing the Highline Trail in August, but now I'm going to be doing the Colorado Trail, and I'm going to be breaking it up into weekends, and I'll be putting out segments for you all there. And then also I'm going to be doing the Timberline Trail in Oregon as well. So stay tuned for that, and if you found this valuable, like and subscribe. Let me know if you have a better recipe, because seriously, I'm always trying to figure out what else I can eat on trail that's lightweight besides couscous. So if you guys have something better, you figured out something better that tastes decently good, please drop it in the comments below. And until the next one, I'll see y'all around.